What's going on, guys? We got a special one for you. Move kind of quick because it already started, but it's going to be our draft day special for the Shady Sports. Well, I guess you can call it the Shady Sports uh, Fantasy League. We'll call it that unofficially. But, it's me and Shawnee. We're coming at you, the Fantasy Football Kings, the duo. You know what I'm saying? Like no other. So let me go ahead and see what we got going on. And Sam, if you want to go ahead and toss up that screen, we'll just go ahead and jump into it since we started. It looks like Mark started out already. DFS Marlin started out with Justin Jefferson, and we actually have our main man Sam on the clock right now. So let's see what he does.
As always, guys, you know that J. Jeff is going to be that number one pick unless you're going with a running back heavy strategy off the bat. Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are usually the first off the board, but a lot of people have other strategies, man. A lot of people like to go with the running backs first. That's what they're used to. They know how to keep it that way. Some people like to grab those first three quarterbacks off the board first. So, it's always up in the air, but it's fun to wait and see. So, did Sam choose? Did he make his second
Yeah,
pick? I think I saw Jalen Hurts go.
no, he got Jamar Chase.
Okay.
He was about to pick Jalen Hurts. I feel like he wanted to.
Hey, man, you can't go wrong with the number one quarterback in all of fantasy.
Not at all.
Everybody's so quick to draft Pat Mahomes just because he's always projected at 24 points every week. Projections look great, but the man who gets it done on his feet has the most passing yards through the air and the most passing touchdowns. And you have, weapons like A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and a backfield now that like they have. There's nothing wrong with going with Jalen Hurts, especially if you're watching Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, and those guys go first. And some people
Oh, it
like
looks like
Burrow.
hold on there, Shawnee. It looks like I guess we're lagging behind. We got a couple of picks in. So third, we got Christian McCaffrey. Fourth, we got our first quarterback, Lamar Jackson, and I'll come back to the who drafted that. Fifth, we got Travis Kelsey.
Okay,
Sixth, we got Austin Eckler, and
okay,
then
that makes
yeah, it's going in order, but and then we got Tyreek Hill coming in at seven.
okay, right on. Wow. So what? Who was the quarterback picked up third?
Let me see,
Lamar Jackson, you said?
Krish, our man Krish from the network.
Oh, Krish picked him up.
Yeah.
I always catch
That's
him
a
in the
bold move
chats.
with Mahomes and Hurts on the board.
That's a super bold move. I mean, hey.
That's a super flex move, is what it is. Hey, man, if you got someone you like and you want them, you got to take them before everybody else does. But I mean, usually you don't see Lamar Jackson go until the fourth round, so that's pretty bold, man.
Yeah.
He's on that tier with, your Justin Fields and your Justin Herberts. So that's a surprising one. Usually you definitely see Mahomes, Allen, and Hurts go in those first three when it comes to QBs and one and two. But so after Hill, who came up?
After Hill, hold on. Yeah, Sam, can you show the present screen? If not, I can pull mine up. But we got two quarterbacks going at the Hill, Patrick Mahomes and then Jalen Hurts, of course.
Makes perfect sense. Makes
Mm-hmm.
perfect sense. All it
Yeah.
takes is for somebody to take one quarterback to scare the rest of the group into taking their quarterback in those early rounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes is one move.
Yeah, let me see.
It's really weird to see because, a lot of people are going with that wide receiver first strategy now. But it's good to see that, these guys are taking McCaffrey and Eckler. But as you can see, man, those are the only two running backs that have been taken so far in a first round of a draft.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something you don't see. It's something you don't see and you haven't seen in the seasons prior. But, that age class for all those running backs. I mean, think about how long CMC and Austin Eckler have been in the league. You know,
I'm
these guys
going.
are technically veterans in the height of their career at the towards the end of their career for their position. So
Mm-hmm.
looks like we got Bijan, the rookie, and then we got Josh Allen. There you go.
Yeah. I
Those are my
almost
top four QBs already off the list, right? Oh, top five. Yeah. You got Jackson gone, Mahomes gone, Hurts gone, Burrow gone, Allen gone. That's the top tier right there. Next, you're going to see your Herberts, your Washingtons, your Watsons, your Fields. There you go, Stephon Diggs. That's a solid second round first pick right there.
Let me see.
This is unbelievable, man. AJ Brown.
I'm gonna go with
my
AJ Brown.
There you go, Nick Chubb. He's gonna be in top 3 this season. Mark my words. Nick Chubb will be a top 3 running back this season. Justin Fields, there he goes.
2 QBs already.
I'm telling you right now, man, this is crazy. This isn't a SuperFlex league?
SuperFlex.
It is a SuperFlex.
It is.
Oh, okay, it is. Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Krish popped in for a second. Where'd he go?
Yeah, so Krish's team is Romanowski.
Okay.
Let me go through. I could just go through the teams. All that in the bag of shark. That's going to be Sam.
Okay.
Right now, we got Thomas's team. That's Thomas.
Tony
so
Pollard.
kind of an interesting situation this year. We got Thomas and his father, who is also named Thomas. So Thomas's phenomenal team drafting 10th overall is his father. 12th overall. No, 10th overall. 8th overall is Tommy, the younger of the two.
So
okay,
it says,
this is a 12-team league, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And all the quarterbacks are gone. No.
Well, I mean, you're not far off, dude. I mean, all the top tier quarterbacks are gone, and now you're getting through that mid tier. Yo,
okay.
Krish is in the house. What's up, homie?
So, this pick is kind of difficult for me, right? There's a lot of receivers. There's a lot of quarterbacks on the board. I already took Lamar Jackson because, one of my homies told me to take Lamar Jackson, and I was kind of sold. But with this pick, I got to go with someone who I have a lot of trust in, someone who's totally underrated, one of the best receivers in the NFL for Fresno State, Devontae Adams.
Hey.
There you go. Put it up, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's a good pick.
I like it. I like it.
I like this league.
I would have gone with Garrett Wilson. There we go. He goes next. Very solid. Very solid.
All right. Now I was going to start opening up.
This is going to be, yeah. It was so crazy, man. In my draft earlier today, somebody took Dak Prescott for their first pick.
Huh.
And they started drafting kickers in the 6th round in a 14-team league. I was like, I was blown away. Even the sleeper app was saying, what? Like, it made a comment on it, like, because they picked the kicker so early. Even the app responded, like, what are you doing?
Wow. What are those? Looks like we just had DK Metcalf go off the board.
Yep.
Last pick of the 2nd round coming up. Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
I really like that pick. That's a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
he's going to have a Joe Burrow type season.
Number 8 quarterback last season, puts up the numbers, got the weapons. I mean, his rookie season was last season phenomenal. This season, just more room to grow and build, man. And for a late 2nd round pick at that ADP, that's in a SuperFlex. I mean, yeah, that's right where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Figures I was talking all this game about how I was going to draft 2 quarterbacks, 1 and 2, and now there's no quarterbacks left.
I was going to say you should have, bro. I mean, like, in all honesty, that's the way. I can't believe Lamar went first off the board, but I mean, you know what? He does get it done on his feet, and he does have a lot of weapons around him. But I mean, Jalen Hurts is definitely the number 1 guy you need in this situation. Najee going on the first pick of the 3rd.
There we go.
He's
going to have a solid season, I feel.
Pick. Yeah,
Projected
so right around this time, you're going to see Ramondre Stevenson go. You're going to see Aaron Jones go. I mean, but a lot of people are probably. Oh my God, I can't believe it took
Derrick
this long
Henry.
for Derrick Henry to go.
Oh well,
He usually
it was
goes
a
around when Saquon goes. Okay, CeeDee Lamb, that's an excellent choice.
So this is hard, man. I know most people will go with a running back, but I'm different because I'm coming for it all.
hey
I'm gonna go Debo Samuel.
There you go, bro. A lot of
that
people are
Swiss
going
Army
with
knife.
that 2 wide receiver strategy this season. It's just that way, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, what do you think is a good value for a guy like Deshaun Watson? I mean, do you think he just got drafted too high in the 3rd round?
No, I don't. Especially now watching everybody who has gone. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I can't see above, but I don't. If he went before Justin Herbert, then yeah, I think Herbert should have been picked up before him. I also think that that in this league, it's definitely time to give. Dude, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a phenomenal season. He's going to be up there for me when you guys are turning these rounds. And then not only him, but rookie Anthony Richardson definitely needs to go if
Hey,
all
shut
these
your
guys are
mouth.
going to go quick. But, I mean, there's been so many. Has Herbert gone yet?
No,
Okay, Herbert definitely is up
Herbert's
there.
already off the board. He went round
is it?
2.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cool
I think
McCain was
Deshaun Watson right around this ADP, right around this point is probably right about where he, you know, where he should have gone.
Mm.
All right, there goes Jalen Waddle. Man, so yeah, I mean, we're seeing right here, obviously, this running back situation because, I mean, you guys still got Ramondre on the board. You guys still got Aaron Jones on the board. Did Jahmyr Gibbs even go yet?
No,
There you go. There we go to ATN. Then we got
ETN and
Jacobs.
Jacobs.
See, there goes
Then we
Aaron
got Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I really, somebody, man. I mean, you guys are getting into like fucking Kirk Cousins territory.
Yeah,
There goes Anthony Richardson.
I need a quarterback.
Who's left on the QB list? Can you guys pull them up and list from
Yeah,
top to bottom? Who's there?
yeah. So we got a. Oh shoot, what did I do? Hold on.
Geno Smith definitely needs to be one of the next to go if he hasn't gone yet. Because there goes Ramondre. Okay,
Oh shoot.
we're making the turn here. We're about to see double picks.
Yeah. What kind of draft? Oh,
Yeah, man, this is a really, I mean, all things considered, this is just about as good of a draft and where you want to see people go and how their strategies are playing out. Like this is not just typical, but a pretty phenomenal draft. See, there goes Tua. I don't know, man. There's a couple I would have seen go. Okay, Joe
he's gonna
Mixon.
make it half the season.
Wow, there goes Geno. Okay, there goes
Kirk
Kirk.
Cousins, Chris Olave.
Krish, who's it gonna be, bro?
Running backs are looking kind of tight.
Gonna go Aaron Jones?
Jahmyr Gibbs. I like Jahmyr
Hey.
Gibbs.
I love it. I love it. Great pick, bro.
Huge fan.
For the ADP that he just got, Jahmyr Gibbs, a starting 3-down back rookie for Detroit. I mean, yeah.
So looking at these picks, Shawnee, how many drafts have you done so far?
Today I just have my final 3 out of 7.
Okay, so out of 7 drafts, looking at this board, is it looking? I mean, I know it's a little crazy.
Dude, in all honesty, this draft right here is how I wish all of my other drafts would have gone because it would be so much more competitive. This is such a competitive board, and I feel like in my drafts there's a lot of solid teams, but there were like always 2 to 5 teams that I just could not understand why they were drafting, where they were drafting, and how they were drafting, and what their strategy is. This draft right here, you can tell everybody is going in with their head on their shoulders and with their game on, and this is going to be a battle league, bro. This is turning out, and people are getting great players at their ADP or even better deals than their ADP, and people are playing smart, and people are taking the risks on the rookies. And of course, in SuperFlex, you're always going to see heavy quarterback flow go first. So I mean, that's just a given. But all around, I can just give this draft an A+ so far. I love the competition level where it's at and how everybody's just steady.
There's all the QBs for the most part.
I mean, in all honesty, man, it doesn't really. I mean, yeah.
Let's see. We have for quarterbacks left.
CJ Stroud gone. Bryce Young gone.
We'll go pick up Russell Wilson. MVP season.
Nobody got Russell yet?
Not yet. He's still available. Brock Purdy's still out there. Kenny Pickett. I feel like that's a solid.
Oh, Pickett is more than solid. He's going to have a phenomenal season, dude. Watch everybody who is, you're getting great deals on Steelers in late rounds because you're going to watch this season what happens, bro. It's going to be unreal.
Matt Stafford drafted 50th by Sam. Jared Goff, Matt Stafford. It's pretty solid.
That is the scariest quarterback room I've ever had in this league.
It's pretty consistent, I'd say.
But it is what it is in that situation. And, when you got, I don't know, man. I think Goff's got all the rookies. Krish, what do you got?
Krish, what you got?
I mean, you can't leave the best tight end on the board. Like, come on, man. Mark Andrews, let's go.
Hey.
All right, word up.
I forgot about tight ends.
So now you got the combo. He got the Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews combo. That's another big thing that a lot of people have been big on this season is like stacking the Burrow, Mixon, Chase combo, or at least, the Burrow Chase combo or the Mixon Chase combo, you know what I mean? Or the Chubb. Yeah, so it's always interesting to see.
Especially with like running backs, I feel like there's so many running back rooms that are running backs by committee. It kind of makes sense.
Oh, yeah. So George Kittle, I mean, did he go before Pitts and Goddard and Hawkinson?
He did. We still got Pitts, Goddard, Freiermuth on the board. Darren Waller still on the board.
I think we're
Hawkinson
about to
already
went
went
on tight ends right here.
Yeah, definitely. I'm about to take some tight ends. I'll let y'all know right now. You better get them.
Jimmy G. Wow.
Hawkinson, I feel like he has to have a great year, but usually I feel like when people get that big contract, they kind of sit down. So we'll see.
Well, he's got some injury issues going on right now too, but I really do think he has a good season. You can always trust Dally God, dude. Dally God is so consistent, man. And when Jalen Hurts is your QB, I mean, come on.
T. Higgins, Keenan Allen. Oh, shoot. I'm going to take Darren Waller.
There goes Waller. I can't believe T. Higgins was still on the board.
That's the thing about picking those quarterbacks up early.
I know.
So many players get left on the board.
Really big names left on the. I feel like there's got to be some really high-end running backs left too. I mean,
Aaron Jones,
Damian Pierce still up there. Oh
no, I think he's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
I mean, dude, but you still got guys like Cook and Cam Akers, and these are all viable guys. Miles Sanders. I mean,
how do you feel about that Javonte Williams pick? I feel like that's a little high considering what happened with his knee last year.
It is high, and there's a lot. I mean, dude, his progression has been scary fast, and I feel like if Denver's smart with the pickup of Pirine, I mean, dude, some people have. If you look, they have Pirine projected to outscore Williams in final score for the season. So if they're going to be splitting and they're going to be limiting his work, that's definitely. But all things considered, I guess we are a couple rounds in, but I know that there's still a couple running backs I would have taken before him, like Aaron Jones, there's definitely a couple up there. I might even take Antonio Gibson or, Cook over Javonte. I'm still even scared to take McCaffrey, even though he had a solid season last season back. I mean, you look at the 4 seasons before that, and it's like the man had like 4 games total in all those seasons combined. I know he has more protection now in San Francisco, but anybody coming off a full knee replacement like that with all those ligaments and you're barely a year out, I think he's definitely going to be splitting work with Pirine, and he needs to be more careful than he's acting like. He keeps on telling everybody, I'm ready for week 1. I'm ready for week 1. You might be ready, but I'm going to be real cautious about you.
Last 3 picks in order: Tyler Lockett, Dallas, go there. And then last pick was DeAndre Hopkins.
D-Hop.
Brandon Ayuk. Breece Hall. Damn. How is he still there? I forgot.
Well, because he's injured and Dalvin Cook's in his room now.
True.
Dalvin Cook got
that's
drafted
his
by
room.
the Jets, so
it's his room still.
Yeah, he's hurt though.
You also got Michael Carter there. There's a lot of heads taking touches.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper.
Jets are one I stay away from.
Kenneth Walker.
Garrett Wilson is the only Jet that I'll take unless Aaron Rodgers is a backup situation.
I wish I could shoot a whole board. Wish there was a way. Got Justin on the clock. Pick 69. Who would you be looking for around this time, Shawnee?
Oh, man.
You already got your starting wide receivers. You already got your running backs.
I'd probably be looking for my flex right about now. Wow, I was just going to say, so if I was going to take a running back around now, it would probably be like, Cook or Madison. Or if I was looking for a flex wide receiver around right now, it might be like Mike Williams, Deontay Johnson, those guys for sure.
Yeah. Kyle Pitts just went at pick number 71.
Who's that leave in the tight end room?
Let's see. Tight ends, we still have Freiermuth, Ingram.
So once you get to that territory on tight ends, it starts to be an oh shit situation.
Yeah, but I feel like tight ends like Njoku, I think he's gonna have a great season, man. He's had a whole off season with Deshaun Watson.
I hope he does, and I hope Juwan Johnson does. I hope Okonkwo does. I hope they all have great seasons. But these are guys that you're taking this pick. These guys are going to be on your starting roster. You know what I mean? And that it hurts to see projections every week at 8 points on your starting roster. You know what I mean?
That is true.
But that's the whole thing, man, is you don't know until we get past that week 1 hump to see where the volume is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
There goes Purdy. There goes Howell, Washington's guy. You probably see C.J. Stroud. I don't even know what quarter. Derek Carr.
Quarterbacks left. Derek Carr, I think. Jordan Love. Baker Mayfield.
Baker, yeah.
Jordan Love, man, that's an interesting person to watch, quite honestly.
Well, his sample size when he did start last season was kind of scary, but that's what I talked to you about this on our previous show. He's now had the work as a starter in camp and in practice. And now he's getting into his first real starting season as a QB with the chemistry of camp and practice and really getting the playbook dialed. Dude, I mean, if anybody has that breakout capability like Trevor Lawrence did last season, it's Justin Love.
Yeah. And for those of y'all watching, don't forget to hit that like button if you are watching this. You are watching Shady Sports Network, and this is the unofficial Shady Sports Fantasy Football League draft. You got myself, Cedric, and the league expert Shawnee in the house. Just kind of talking the picks, going over them. Kind of Shawnee just kind of analyzing, I guess you could say, and giving you his takes on it. So, right now we are at pick 77. We got Eric on the clock. So let's see. It's not much for quarterbacks, I'll tell you that, though.
Yeah, and keep in mind, guys, that's why you're watching the quarterbacks go. This is a SuperFlex league, so this is what you're going to see in leagues like this. This is what you're going to see. And as far as it goes, this is about as good as it gets. This is about as heated as it gets in these rooms for these SuperFlex. When you get to these later rounds, you're scrounging for, someone who you think is going to have a breakout season. This is where you're going to try and find your sleepers. Or this is where, if you were smart, you took your quarterbacks early. You're filling your flex spot right now.
Mm-hmm.
If not, you're scrounging, because the tight end room is now thin. We're getting to that point with wide receivers where they're nothing better than a flex or a wide receiver 4, and you're right around your RB2-3 flex zone as well. Mm-hmm. So this is when picks are this is when you really want to get strategic and think about who your handcuffs are for your starting guys that might get hurt. This is where you grab your, Brian Robinson Jr.'s. This is where you grab your, your backup guys, your AJ Dillons for your Aaron Jones, your, that kind of situation. Think about, who you think might be a breakout, such as Dalton Kincaid, tight end for the Bills. He's a rookie, and, he's going to be, if anything, like he was in preseason, an amazing addition to a roster as a sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
See, there goes Cook. There goes Njoku. Dude, there's still running backs in this room that are, see, dude, James Conner just went. This is insanity.
Mm-hmm.
To get James Conner for that round price, dude, that's just unreal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, our waiver wire is usually dead as hell. You have to be lucky. Somebody has to drop somebody for you to grab somebody.
Oh, yeah. Usually any league bigger than, your 10 to 12 team leagues, your waiver wire is looking like very scary unless somebody has a breakout second half of the season and everybody's fighting to get somebody.
Yeah. Who's that? Derek Carr just went off the board. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
He's my quarterback 3.
Yeah, at this point, the quarterback room is about as scarce as it possibly can be. I don't know, man.
What are you talking about?
I feel like Baker Mayfield has some upside, if somebody hasn't picked him up still.
Ryan Tannehill, bro? That doesn't bring fear? Desmond Ridder? Mac Jones? Yeah.
Those are guys I would take over Derek Carr. I'll tell you that much. Man, I can't believe after the season that Zappy had filling in for Jones last season with the Patriots, the Pats cut him. They cut Bailey Zappy. I couldn't believe that when I saw it.
Have they signed a quarterback yet?
No, they picked him. They picked him up to their practice team, their practice squad.
Yeah, but don't they only have one active quarterback right now?
Yeah, just Mac Jones. That's it.
Let's see.
Cam Akers. See, there goes Deontay. Whoever grabbed Taylor in this late round, I mean, yeah, you got to wait 4 weeks, but after that 4 weeks to possibly have an RB1 for this late of a pick, nobody's going to argue with that, man. You know, nobody's going to be mad at you. Dude, Deontay is a great value for this round. Unbelievable. For me, Deontay Johnson is a starting flex every week, and he might be better than that once the season starts. You watch. It's just because he didn't have any receiving touchdowns last season at all. He didn't have one receiving touchdown last season at all.
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah,
So
he's suspended for the first 4, so
that's
that
fine.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Jamal Williams is a starter there right now, and he is such a beast. What he did in Detroit last season, I mean, he has 17 touchdowns in one season. That's more than his entire career combined in one season. I mean, he's a red zone maniac. Jamal Williams is definitely one of those guys you need to put on your bench as a handcuff, because for the first 3 weeks, he's probably going to be the guy who you're not going to believe is scoring you 16 to 20 points.
I think it's kind of funny how our draft progresses. Like at the beginning, it's very quick. Everybody knows exactly who they're going with. And then you get to the end and everybody's like, oh, man, there's like nothing left.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. That last draft I had was a 14-team league, and we literally – now, it wasn't me, but everybody literally hit the wall at round 6. I was kind of blown away personally. I mean, people started picking Justin Tucker and Eli McPherson in the 6th round. And I was just like, dude, there were still so many baller players for a starting roster, and people are picking kickers or like struggling so bad within that 2 minutes till that clock is beeping at you to get a pick in. And for that to happen at round 6 is just like, but yeah, that's why I liked how this draft was going, because not only are people drafting smart, but they were drafting quick, and you could tell it was with the strategy and with the, the know-how. I mean, people are still getting great picks in right now. So, and what round are we in right now? I can't see.
Let's see. We're in round
8?
8. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's.
Yeah. It's almost there.
So, said, what pick are you?
I'm pick 11.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a foosball king. Jordan
Okay,
Addison.
Oh, so you got Connor and Akers?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, bud.
I got hella running backs.
Oh, you got Jones, Waller, Tua, Richardson, AJ Brown. Okay, right on.
That's
and Sam,
right.
where are you drafting at?
Sam's number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, second and
DK,
10th or
Garrett,
something.
Goff, Stafford, Pitts, Najee, or no, Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not real confident about my roster so far.
You're doing good. Your first 3 picks were primo, and your quarterbacks are, dude. I think Stafford's gonna have a good season, and Goff, dude. I mean,
Stafford has to have a
Jahmyr
good
Gibbs
season.
as a goal threat out of the backfield. Amon-Ra, deep threat. He might not be much on his feet, but when it comes to passing yards and TDs,
the Lions are making the playoffs this year. I'm calling it right now.
I like it too. I mean, it's there. If ever they had a team to get there with it, it's this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's slowed down a little bit.
Halfway through already.
Yeah.
Getting there.
I think Eric might be auto drafting.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Galagos?
Yeah, it is.
Assassins. Krish, what you got?
He's just been drafted. He hasn't been signing back on.
Or after that Sam Howell pick, yeah. I wouldn't sign back on. George Pickens, that's a good one.
That was my next pick. I literally had it queued up and everything.
I forgot about him. Prior move? Okay.
I mean, dude, that's just about the last viable tight end you want to see go. That's a great pick, dude. That's a great pick.
Look at that picture.
First 3 weeks of the season, he's just going to vulture goal line work and TDs.
How do you feel about Mayfield in Tampa Bay? That's a scary proposition. I feel like that's why Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are still on the table.
But dude, I just think, dude, Godwin and Evans are so talented, dude. And with Rachaad White as their rookie in the backfield, I mean, dude, I think he's got. I got faith. I have more than faith. I think he's going to do well.
Dalvin Cook?
I think Godwin should still be up there. Evans as well. I mean, yeah, this is right around when you see Godwin go.
Yeah, he's
maybe
probably
even
about to
a
go.
little before this, to be honest. But
It's probably going next. Christian Kirk?
what QBs are left?
Chris Godwin. There's Godwin. QBs that are left. Let's see.
Yeah.
Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, Ryan Tannehill, Kyler Murray, Desmond Ridder, Mac Jones.
Okay. I think
Murray's Kyler Murray pick might be sneaky if he ever comes back this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Murray's worth a stash. And
There's
the
first
best
defense.
part about him is that you pick him up, you can immediately move him to your IR spot and open up a bench spot for someone on the waiver, and you don't have to drop anybody.
But then if he comes back and he sucks, then
you drop his ass. There goes Love.
Yeah,
I feel like somebody's got to put Mayfield on their roster, dude. I feel like it just has to happen. Him and Tannehill, I'm surprised haven't gone before like CJ Stroud and Sam Howell, and I don't know.
Nah, I don't know.
I mean, these are rookies we've never seen play before.
Hey, that's the joy in it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's the thing is that you've never seen what Mayfield can do, with the weapons he has. That's the same surprise element.
True.
But somebody with veteran capabilities that has been a great quarterback, and you've seen it.
I wouldn't say great. Mayfield?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely had great games. He's had games worthy of fantasy starting.
Michael Pittman Jr. just went off the board. I don't know who to pick.
Was that Daniel Carlson kicker picked? Wow.
Yeah.
See, that kind of stuff right there is crazy to me. Oh, Gem's up. What's it going to be, bro?
Wide receiver. Ooh.
I know that wide receiver room still got some serious talent in it.
I know, but I wanted DeAndre Swift. I don't know.
Oh,
I like his last name. Yeah. I like his last name. Swiftly get this done.
Over in Philly now.
Anybody watching the LSU game? What's the score? 17-17. God bless.
Dude, how about the Buffs, Jam?
How about the Buffs? I don't even want to take over the stream with that, but let's talk, man. Yeah, good game.
But what was he like? 38 for 47, 508 yards and 4
510
touchdowns.
yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 200 passer rating.
Unbelievable, dude. And
Bro.
then I forget the receiver's name, but he was 5 for 135 and 3 TDs.
Travis Hunter?
Yeah. 5
Yeah,
for
and he had 1
135.
interception.
Unbelievable, dude. And the fact that they still only won by a field goal. I mean, but you're playing ranked TCU, obviously. But yeah, that was just I just couldn't believe it, dude. I could not believe when I saw that. But yeah, that was fantastic to see.
Yeah, that was a great opening to a new chapter for CU.
I'm actually watching a replay of the Giants-Jets game.
Hollywood Brown.
That's an interesting pick here, especially with their quarterback situation. I'm not too confident about Josh Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs is a competent, consistent quarterback. That's all you need for the first few weeks. What about this OBJ pick? He's about to. That's the sleeper right there. I don't know. Oh shit! FSU.
There's
scored.
the only kicker that should have been off the board, Justin Tucker.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, this girl Angie in one of my sleeper leagues took Carlson in like the 8th or 9th too for some reason.
Didn't he have like a 28-point game?
Maybe one. I don't know. Yeah.
He had like a 28-point game last. Well, we're taking kickers now. Is that what y'all are doing?
Yeah, kickers and defenses.
I should get my defense. There's like so many rounds left.
Well, if that's the way they're going, you guys know who it needs to be. You know who the top defenses are. Your 49ers, your Steelers.
49ers are gone. They were already off the board a long time ago.
49ers, Steelers, Buffalo, Dolphins. Yeah, Philly and Denver are already gone. If the Dolphins are still there or the Steelers are still there, they got to go.
So you said you did 7 drafts today, Shawnee?
No, I did 3 today.
Or,
7
well,
total.
7 altogether.
Yeah.
What was did you have like a consistent first pick?
Actually, my draft position was all over the place, dude. It was, so in Dynasty, I got last pick for rookies, but that put me at first pick for veterans. So in that league, I ended up with Trevor Lawrence, Nick Chubb, Rashad White, Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, George Kittle, Deontay Johnson. I mean, it's really solid. That was like a first pick scenario. So, but to end up with Lawrence, Chubb, Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, George Kittle, like I did that was an A+ draft for me. And then 3rd and 4th pick were my others today. I had 4th in our ESPN and 3rd in our sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
And no, nothing was consistent, dude, because Mike took Chubb in the 1st, and then Jefferson went off 2nd. So with my 3rd pick, I grabbed Jamar Chase, and then continued on from there with Joe Mixon, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Justin Herbert. That's the one I got the A+ in. And, I mean, it's kind of been all over the place. My picks were all over the place. I didn't have one of the same draft spots. So my rosters are all over the place.
Do you find like being in multiple leagues, do you find it hard to like strategize your weeks? Like if you're maybe playing somebody in another league or have them, does it make a difference, or does it, complicate it?
It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't complicate things because I know how to play every situation. I feel like to the best of my ability in to certain extents. You know what I mean? And so picking individual defensive players in this dynasty league, because we don't have regular defenses, we're picking individual defensive players. Now that is crazy. And having a taxi squad that you got to put 3 people on, and once the season starts, if you take them off, they can never go on there again, and it ends up being keeper, and there's a lot to that. But it's the same deal. 18 leagues, you find they're more stacked than most, and the competition's awesome. And then, as you get up to your 12 and 14 team leagues, things are always spread thin. The waivers usually down to nothing. But, you just got to draft smart. I did
Yeah.
not in any of my leagues go for a wide receiver heavy. I always, if I picked a wide receiver first, I always picked the running back second. I never picked up 2 wide receivers and then, decided to get my quarterback and then worry about running backs later. I never did that, and it always favored me very strongly.
Okay. Now in these later rounds, we're in round 11, pick 7, I think, coming up. 127 pick overall.
Yeah. See?
Who are you looking for at this time? Like, who do you think is going to be a sleeper this year?
Well, so, I mean, as positions go, at this point, probably want to be with Kenny Gainwell. Um, probably going to be, let's see. Yeah, running back like Kenny
You still got
Gainwell.
Rashad Penny.
Yeah, I think he went way early. I mean,
He's still here.
Charbonnet,
Charbonnet's still there.
Elijah Mitchell, Tyler
yeah,
Algier.
Jeff Wilson Jr. probably pick him up because when he comes off injury, he's going to be looking good. Maybe your Devin Chains, him too when he comes off his injury. Those guys with committees are the guys who have that heavy number one who, if they get hurt, the backup, your Deion Jackson, your Jamal Williams, those guys. Someone picked up Jalen Warren. That's a great pick right now. Raheem Mostert. That's usually what you want to see around right now. For sure. And then, Quentin Johnston, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison, the rookies. They usually go around now. And if not, then you're getting into like your Johan Dotson. I think he's going to be a really good sleeper to keep in mind for Washington. Let's see. Jason Jigba. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. The rookie for Seattle. Once he comes off his injury, if he's healthy for week 1, but he's definitely worth the stash. Let's see. Tight end, Juwan Johnson, Okonkwo, Cole Kmet. Those guys usually around right now are still available at tight end. Think about picking them up. And then, dude, this is like right around the time where I probably pick up my defense. Honestly, just to make sure I get somebody decent. And then, I usually ride the wire a good bit for that too, though. And then, just get your fillers in.
Yeah, pretty much. It'd be nice to find players. I feel like this is like a good place to find those rookies that you didn't know were gonna start, and then they come out and they pop off, or those second-year players.
Yeah. Oh wow, Dalton Kincaid just went. Wow. Yeah, I mean, see, this is Gabe Davis, AJ Dillon, Raheem Mostert. That's the rookie for Seattle I was talking about. Gibson, Jalen Warren, a couple kickers, Juju. I mean, this is pretty much. There goes Zach right there. Laporta, possible tight end sleeper, rookie.
Yeah.
Okonkwo, like I said, Juwan Johnson goes around now. Yeah, Dulcich around now, probably too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I forgot about him.
Yeah, Greg Dulcich is a great pickup at this late. Oh wow. I didn't realize how active I've been on my phone today. I should probably think about plugging it in.
Might help, bud. All right, here we go. Let's see.
There we
Rashard
go.
Penny just went.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. This is about
Makes
the time
a
I
lot
turn
of
it on.
sense.
I put it on auto draft at this point.
Yeah, mostly, these are guys that you're cool to get, and you queue them up, and you set the auto, and you take what comes, because chances are there's going to be a couple of these last spots where you're dropping guys and picking up someone off the waiver that has broke out, or or if you want to go week to week with the defense like I do sometimes, or week to week with the kicker like I do sometimes, you don't always have to have a guy on there that is going to stay. And like I said, there's no shame in drafting somebody who has mad potential that is on injured reserve right now, because you move in that injured reserve spot, you have an open bench spot for somebody to pull off waivers, and you don't have to drop anybody.
Yep.
It's a good strategy. I did that with Jeff Wilson Jr. in my last league, and I was able to not only get the defense I wanted, but grab the Ravens defense for week 1 because they're playing Houston. So I always think about little things like that.
That's actually a really smart move. I never even thought about anything like that.
Let's see. Yeah, there goes Juwan Johnson. There goes Cincy. Cole Kmet. Yeah. Pretty much rattle off at this point how this one goes down. And
Grab
now
any tight end you can.
Yeah, any intermittent tight end that's left on the board, and then you're going to see defense and kicker go. And that's...
I mean, tight ends, man, those guys can have... You just need to have that one breakout game when you got to put them in there.
That's my God, man. I mean, look at Taysom Hill, for example. That man is a tight end, but he all of a sudden 1 week lines up at quarterback and scores 38 points. And now he's not even, recognized as a starter. His ADP's not there. I mean, he's projected at like 4 points a game, but then you never know, Things have changed a lot now in New Orleans, of course, with them bringing Derek Carr in. They got a whole new scheme, so it's probably going to be a lot different. But, yeah, like you said, man, you never know which tight end is going to have that week or is going to be that consistent guy. And I really think that for the Bills, Dalton Kincaid, he's going to be that guy this season that you're gonna see just exceed expectations, or I guess in this situation meet expectations, because a lot of people are expecting big things from the kid. And I mean, his preseason games, his route running was unbelievable. His catching ability and yards after catch, but not only that, he actually blocks. You know what I mean? There's a reason that Denver didn't hold on to Alberto. He had great preseason games, but Alberto doesn't block. He's not a pass blocker. He doesn't block for Russell Wilson. He doesn't give protection. He's just out there to make breakout plays. When you're a tight end, you got to be ready to put your body on the line. Even Travis Kelce isn't above it, man. You'll watch that man go out there and put people on his ass when he's not running routes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, if you're going to be a tight end, you got to be a well-rounded one. Can't be a one-trick pony.
That's very true.
Who are we watching go now? Elijah Moore.
Krish just took Rashad Bateman.
Yeah.
I mean, Baltimore's going to be throwing all over the place, so I think their receiver room's going to eat for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully, yeah, as long as Lamar's not stingy.
Cortland Sutton, forgot about him.
Well, And not only him, now that I see him go up, one that you need to grab is Marvin Mims, because
Ooh.
the wide receiver room for Denver is so thin right now with Judy out and Hamler being cut and Tim Patrick hurt and, everybody else. I mean, Marquez Callaway they cut. The only people in that room are Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims, and Samaje Perine is going to line up in the slot probably. So Mims is a guaranteed starter. You add starter and volume together, you have a weekly starter. So Marvin Mims needs to be on everybody's radar for a late round pickup.
Devon Achan? Achan? How do you say his name?
A
I
chain.
don't know. Okay.
Yeah, he's Denver's guy, or he's the Dolphins guy, and he's injured right now, but it doesn't look too serious. Yeah, and Jeff Wilson's injured too, so that's why I think Mostert is. Yeah, but he's one of those guys where it's like they're saying he's going to split work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be a set starter. He's definitely going to be a part of a committee. And we have seen running back committees that are more than fantasy relevant. So he definitely needs to be on the radar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that just right up there with, Javonte Williams and Samaje Perine are definitely, prime example. Two great running backs that are probably going to split work, that are going to be at least flex worthy, if not better.
Yep. Shoot, Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Heck, Jerick McKinnon and Isaiah Pacheco, they've been splitting for the past 2 seasons?
Yeah. Now both with injury worries, though. And now, for New England, we might see a split between Ramondre and Zeke. So Zeke might be worth a stash, depending on how much work they give him. I think they're going to be playing him a lot in the RPOs. So anybody with any passing volume out of the backfield is going to be worthy of a roster spot for me.
Tyler Higbee.
Yeah, I mean that's a great pickup at tight end, man.
I feel like he let me down last season.
Well, he's like one of those guys. Like, I hate to say it, man. I mean, like, he's about as consistent as Kittle. You got 6 weeks outside the top 20, but then you got 5 weeks in the top 3.
This is true. And then you're like, damn, I wish I had him.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like that, for the most part, is going to be outside of your, your Travis Kelce and your Mark Andrews or your Hawkinsons or your Wallers, maybe your Pitts. That's just how it's going to be at the tight end position anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a league, man, and just have 3 wide receivers and have tight end. You can use tight end as a flex if you want, because it's just becoming so hard. There's like 3 tight ends, and then after that, you're getting 5 points. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, dude.
That's a good point. What do you think about Zach Moss? Is he actually going to be starting week 1? I thought it was going to be Deion Jackson.
I think it's Deion Jackson for sure. He's trending way up. And, it's going to be Jackson. I don't know if they are maybe looking at splitting carries, or, you'll have Jackson as your 1, 2, 3. And you might see Moss get some of that, maybe third down work, or maybe some goal line work. But, I have more faith in Jackson than Moss all day. I would use any late round pick that I can. I mean, it's not a bad idea to stash Moss, because, I mean, Jackson's going to be that guy who you might not be able to use outside of week 4 either, depending on how things go. If Jonathan Taylor comes back in and starts, tearing it up again. But definitely worthy of a spot here in this start of the season.
Dang. Yo, Rico took Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
The 152nd pick. That's probably the steal right there. That and Zeke. This Elliott pick's a steal too.
Well, yeah. If he gets the work.
Yeah. It is New England. They just kind of.
Ramondre is definitely the guy in New England.
Mm-hmm.
And they said Zeke is going to get some work, but like I said, it's probably going to be more of that gadget RPO situation for Zeke.
I'm going to get my defense.
That a boy. That's a great pick, man.
Yeah. Go ahead and line them up.
Their week 1 matchup is rough, but they're a great pickup, dude. Got to get Jalen Ramsey back healthy. They picked him up, but other than that, man, I mean, dude, their front 7 is unreal. And I mean, dude, once Ramsey gets healthy, everywhere else around, like, they didn't have the best season last, but dude, they're due for a big jump this season. Just watch. Miami Dolphins are the defense to watch. Just jump and take things over this season. Sky Moore, excellent pickup at this run. Anybody who is catching footballs from Pat Mahomes is always on the radar. It's just a fact.
I got Pat Mahomes in our other league. I don't know why I didn't get Hurts, but I just wanted Pat Mahomes. I never had him, so I was like, fuck it, or forget it. I'll take him.
Hey man, it's not like he's not always there in the number 1 conversation every week. It's just that he has the capability to get rid of the ball where in those situations, Jalen Hurts just takes off and he gets you 2 points extra on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
When, Mahomes is just dumping that off for, a little 3-yard pickup to, whoever. And, that's where you see the points add up. And not only that, dude, Jalen Hurts, that play that he has at the goal line is just a guaranteed score every time. The man just vultures. And, his numbers show it. Passing yards and passing touchdowns, it's Jalen Hurts. But, yeah, Mahomes is right there every week.
So you don't think Hurts is going to have a drop-off this season?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Not at all.
He's going to have a better year this year than he did last.
I think on his feet, I think he might for sure. I don't know if passing yards and passing touchdowns, he can do that again. It'll probably be close, but I think, dude, as far as a man who is a quarterback that rushes for over 750 yards a season is just, and you have the most passing and, passing yards and receiving touchdowns. It's just like, come on, the stats are unreal, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, he's my go-to every time, dude. Everybody always wants Mahomes. Everybody always wants Allen. I wait until they go. I get a solid wide receiver, a solid running back, and I still get Hurts. And
yeah, but that's still 1, 2, and 3. I mean, either one of those guys you get, you're for sure doing okay.
Yeah, 100%. And dude, even Burrow, Herbert, you're not going to be doing bad there.
Freaking Herbert, bro, Trevor Lawrence, that's the 2 breakouts this season. Watch.
Dude, Trevor Lawrence is, his numbers show. He was 8 last season, and he's just, dude. Yeah. Jacksonville's going to have a good season, I think.
Mm-hmm. Hunter Henry, that's a...
Wow.
We'll see.
There goes CJ Stroud.
Yeah, starter right there.
Yeah.
That's going to get a solid, I'm telling you, 14 to 18 points.
Well.
I'm actually surprised to see some of the quarterbacks still on the board this late. There's a couple decent guys left.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see Tannehill go this late for sure, and Baker was definitely a steal. And Stroud, it's just unproven, and it's Houston, it's not like they got anybody new this season, offensive weapon-wise, that's like, oh, shoot, it's not like Detroit where Jahmyr Gibbs showed up, and you already have Amon-Ra, and it's not like, Bryce Young in Carolina, you already got Miles Sanders, a proven veteran, And not
I
to
like
mention,
my team.
Dameon Pierce is a solid running back for Houston. I think he's projected to score 220 points this season. It's not bad. That
Adam
puts you-
Thielen. I thought about picking him up.
Dude, he got banged on in a preseason game. I watched him get hit, and he got up and fell back down.
Dang,
Concussed. Already got a concussion this season.
He is up there.
He's cleared now, though. Oh, but dude, I remember starting him for the Vikings, no problem, bro. I remember drafting him high.
It's kind of amazing how far he's fallen so quick, but I honestly believe he's going to end up being like a wide receiver 3, maybe even 4
Yeah.
for Carolina by the end of the season.
He's going to be a safety blanket for sure for Bryce Young. Dang, FSU scored again, 17-31. Crazy. Dang. I feel like there's still some good picks that are popping up, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Greg
Tyler
Dulcich
Algier
is still
had
on
a
the
great
board.
season last season. He's a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, you're going to be behind Bijan, but that's a handcuff, like I said, you want to have. There goes Marvin Mims. I told you, man, he's one you want to have there, you know?
Yeah, I listened to you. I snagged him up.
Oh, nice. What about Dulcich? Has he gone off the tight end board?
He's still there.
If people are thin at tight end, they need to think about picking that boy up because
Hayden Hurst is still available as well.
Hayden Hurst for Cincy?
For Carolina.
Oh,
Carolina.
He's a Panther now. That's right. I was like, what?
Everett's still available too.
Mike Gesicki, Dawson Knox. There's actually a couple solid tight ends left. I mean, it's just a question of volume.
Oh, who just took Dulcich? Who did it? God,
I feel like either like people are listening to us or or we're
we've
just
definitely had some
point.
viewers popping on and off, so it wouldn't surprise me if people are listening.
Right.
Especially guys
Michael
who are drafting.
Mayer? Who is that?
The advice is there.
It's projected starter for the Vegas Raiders.
Over what's his face?
Yeah, he's a rook.
It's crazy.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Musgrave.
No,
Musgrave is Green Bay's rookie.
I forget who I was talking about.
There goes Desmond Ridder.
Sorry, I'm not saying. Sorry, not projected starter. Projected number 2 for Raiders.
Yeah, Darren Waller is he? I didn't know Darren Waller went
Waller's
to New
a
York.
giant, bro.
What? When did that happen?
This offseason.
God bless. Desmond Ridder off the board. There we go. He's about
Austin
to blow
Hooper
it up.
is out in Vegas now.
Austin Hooper.
The
Sounds
Hoop.
like a baller.
He got a decent contract. That's for sure. Everybody knew that was coming sooner than later before this draft ended.
Had to stash my quarterback 3.
I was about to stash him up. Pittsburgh defense. There we go.
How did
That's
the Pittsburgh defense just go?
His defense.
Yeah, but dude, the Patriots D went before. The Philly D went before. I don't. That shit don't make sense to me.
Man, ain't nobody scared of the Pittsburgh defense no more.
Oh my God, you're high.
It ain't the steel curtain.
Bro, are you kidding me right now?
Yo, ain't even got no players on your defense. Who you got?
Are you serious right now? TJ Watt?
He always hurt.
Oh my, always hurt? You mean a couple games, and then after he came back with a number 1 D again? How about Cam Hayward?
Okay.
How about Minka Fitzpatrick?
3 players, bro.
How about, dude, are you kidding me right now?
I'm just playing with you.
I was going to say, you better sit back and watch what happens.
Right.
They are rated the number 1 fantasy defense.
They're projected to get 102 points in Yahoo.
Well, that's why they're Yahoos. All of them.
All right, Krish, who you getting? Oh, I'm about to get Tim Tebow.
Oh, yeah, bud.
Mac Jones still on the board.
He should be. I haven't seen him go.
There's going to be a run on kickers after the draft. There's still 5 teams that haven't selected a kicker, and we only have 1 round to go.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, it's going to be all – hey, you know what, though? For once, that is so nice to see.
Do you need a kicker? Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather
Not
just pick one.
consistently.
I pick one up week to week. Like I said, with my defenses and my kickers, man, unless I have Justin Tucker, I usually just bounce. There was lots of inconsistencies at the kicker position last season, dude. Guys who were like usually
Damian Harris, that's a solid pick. Jameson Williams. Okay.
Mark my words, a great kicker to pick up late, Brandon Aubrey.
Who the hell is that?
It's Dallas's new kicker. That kid missed like 3 kicks in 2 seasons with the USFL. Former soccer player a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had I think he had a 59 yarder in preseason.
Wouldn't surprise me. He's got a leg, man. He's really good.
Yeah, I think I watched him kick. He missed one from 59, and then the next one he nailed from 59.
What?
There goes Hayhurst.
All right, I do think I want to tight end. Man, Gerald Everett was holding me down last season in one league. I don't even remember what league it was, but there was, especially when Keenan Allen and Mike Williams were both out.
I think I remember you having him in ESPN, bro.
Yeah, he was coming through for a few weeks. I think I'm gonna pick him back up.
I can't remember. Can suspended players go on IR?
No. Not in Sleeper or ESPN. I don't know if Yahoo's rules are different.
I don't know if they can in Yahoo. I know we have 2 IR spots, don't we?
Definitely have 2. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah,
There's not a whole lot of players on
I
PUP.
think have to stay on the bench.
Yeah, I think so too.
You either have to be PUP or IR to go on IR or out, obviously.
Let's go. Dang. Week 10 is going to be a little hard. Week 11 is going to be a little hard. That's it. Hayden Hurst.
Hey, Hurst went.
Little safety blanket.
See, you got people on auto right now. Kenny Gainwell, there he goes.
Kenny Gainwell, there we go. Get you like 3 or 4 points.
Well, he's there just in case. You know?
Elijah Mitchell, that's a really good one, actually.
Yeah, that's another one. Just like
I was about to get him. I was just about to draft him. What the fuck? All right. Well.
He's gonna. Hey, man, anybody behind CMC might see work.
Exactly. What the heck? Yeah, let me go ahead and stash that up.
All right, 2 rounds left. We're almost to jam.
Yeah.
You gonna grab a kicker? Or you gonna stash one more roster spot before you pick up a kick?
Oh, I already got a kicker. I got McPherson.
Oh, okay, and you already got your D. So you got. What are you gonna do? Grab a running back and a wide receiver, or you got a tight end in mind?
Well, I was looking at tight ends. Probably come back around and get a tight end, but I'm gonna grab a receiver and put him on the IR.
Word up. There you go.
See where it go.
Man, people are really taking the whole 2 minutes in the back end of the draft.
That's the
Samir
thing.
White.
I feel like Yahoo should make it to where if you're selected auto draft at this point, it should just go immediately once it's your pick.
I know, man. I
That's
hate
all
that it
ESPN
counts
does.
the whole 2 minutes down. It's such BS.
No, I think in ESPN it automatically goes.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, if you're on auto.
Yeah, I did a live draft this morning. That was fun. That was really fun. Just like no computers, just all papers, all sheets, and just let it go.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I want
You
to
did
kind of
that
want to do
one
that
year,
next
wasn't it?
season.
3
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago or something like that?
Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wing.
Yeah, I think that was when we only had 8 players, though. It was a
Yeah,
while back.
that was fun. I actually like it now. Back then, I didn't know what the hell.
Yeah.
All right, coming up to the last round.
Didn't you win one year?
I think that was the year I won. No, I think it was the second year I won. I'm about to win an ESPN league this year.
I never doubt that.
I'm winning all my leagues this year, actually. So
You ain't going to win against me, and that's just how it goes. So you better be cool with second place, Hammy.
Man, my team is stacked in ESPN. What are you talking about?
I'm right there with you, dog. There's a couple teams in our ESPN that I'm not worried about, and there's a couple that I am. You're one of them. Regan, oh my God, dude. Again, out of nowhere, this girl. And then, dude, Chris had a good draft. I don't know how he did, but he had a good draft. That fool's normally all over the place, scared, asking what to do.
Mm-hmm.
He is just confident, crushing picks this season. I was proud of the boy.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys know so much, so
I mean,
sit
yeah,
back and
this is
listen to y'all.
this is our third season or fourth season in that
Our
league.
third
so,
season.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't get it by now, probably shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. We'll probably pick up more people next season. I don't know. I'll see what direction we're going in because Mike said he didn't want to do ESPN anymore, and I still want to do ESPN.
I love ESPN.
Yeah, so we'll probably pick up more people, turn into a keeper league. I'd be down to do that.
I started on ESPN. I'll never betray it.
If you guys end up doing a keeper league next year, let me know. I'm interested in trying it for the first time.
For sure. I got 2 on Sleeper now, and if there's any rooms that open up, well, on the one I will, but the other one is like Dynasty. This stuff's intense, but on our other Addicts League, it's a keeper league. Dude, it was really weird. So in a keeper league, you automatically lose the draft position that you drafted that player in the season before. And, I drafted Austin Eckler early, and I had Tyreek Hill, and so I didn't want Eckler again this season. I thought, I could do better. But then by the time I looked at the draft board, all the running backs were already kept from everybody else. So by the time it came through it, the only person available, like right off the bat, was Jahmyr Gibbs, was like the first best running back. So it's like you really have to study the draft room and find out who people are keeping before you. But I was able to keep like Jamal Williams, Deion Jackson for late round picks, and I knew I was in Justin Tucker, and knew I wasn't going to have to worry about any of my last round picks and then get a whole new team. But I was able to keep Tyreek Hill and still get a really great team around it. So it was cool. But lesson learned on not keeping who you need to in those first couple rounds. But
yeah, that's the thing about it too. But at the same time too, when there's like good rookies coming in, you just be like, oh well, I'm gonna pick up one of them in that round because those other people aren't picking in that round as well either.
Jerry Ev, there he goes, got him.
Yeah, boy. I've been, yeah.
There goes Mac Jones.
There goes Mac Jones.
And now everybody else needs kickers. So Herb Smith, ouch. You know it's getting bad when you see if Tyler Conklin pops up on here. You know things are bad.
Herb Smith Jr. Who is that? Yeah. 12
He's
people.
been around.
It's hard.
Isn't Irv Smith from Carolina?
North Carolina.
Or is no, he somebody else now.
I'm not sure.
Cincinnati now. Him and Hayden Hurst switch spots apparently.
Must have been a trade situation.
I've been so sucked into the alternative leagues, I haven't really paid attention to NFL. I was like cramming before today's draft.
I never look at anything.
Says my fantasy football podcast partner.
I just watch the games, damn it.
Like, Darren Waller's not a Raider? What? Fool.
Like, what are you talking about?
Hey, that's what Shawnee's here for. That's what Shawnee's here for.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Man, you know, so even my 14-team league, we only took an hour to draft. We started after this draft started, and we're at an hour and 21 minutes. Still waiting to finish out the last round.
I think some of these guys are asleep. Some of them live on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, it's 11 o'clock back there.
Then again, it is Labor Day weekend, so I don't think anybody's working tomorrow.
Well, that and dude, if you're not stoked and awake for your draft, then you're not a fantasy football lover. Draft
That's true. I know.
Best day ever.
Well, I agree. This is the funnest part about the whole league. Kind of see how everything shakes out. But I know Mark had another draft as well, so maybe that's part of it as well. Some other people are drafting other leagues.
And you never know who's set to auto, and it's just the whole 2 minutes goes.
Oh, it tells you. Krish is on auto. Yeah. Everyone pretty much is on auto now.
Well, with 4 picks left, I'm going to thank you guys for letting me on and analyzing some picks and talking some fantasy with you guys. I'm going to hop off and get some grub in my belly. Guys, this season for the Shady Fantasy Football Podcast, Cedric and I are going to be bringing you guys week-to-week information, from top to bottom. Injuries, keep you guys updated. Sleepers, trades, everything we got. We want everybody as involved as possible. We love the support. Please make sure, that you check in with us from time to time. Hit that like button. We're going to try and do 2 shows a week, and we appreciate all the love. I'm cramming for you guys to try and, be on top of everything as best I can. And we're going to be bringing it to you week to week, like I said. Thank you guys again for letting me be a part of this draft. It was fantastic to watch it go down. And on that note, Sam and Ced, you guys have a great night. Much love. And I'll see you guys for week 1 matchups.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good. Have a great night.
Peace.
Yep. Man, my wife.
Ced, I'm not sure if you saw my message, but it sounds like Death and Taxes will not be joining until October. So you guys are good to record whenever you would like.
Yeah, cool. We'll do Tuesdays and Sundays then. That'll be perfect because we'll get the early week shows and then come on and catch it for like the Monday and Thursday night on Sundays.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, man. I'm looking back. My wide receiver room is not looking good. Might have to trade you for one of them receivers. Oh, wait. It's not you. Ooh, DK Metcalf. That's a good one.
I got all right ones. I got Godwin and Burks on the bench.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a good draft. It was. No, my draft this morning took an hour and a half. And it was only 10 people. No, it's 12 people.
Oh, somebody took Jake Elliott. That was going to be my kicker after the draft.
Oh, you don't have a kicker?
Nah. and I don't plan on drafting one either.
Damn. Need a wide receiver, man. Be out here begging for receivers.
There's a guy you should think about picking with your last pick. His name's Krish Vyas, 2nd-round pick for the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, they just got rid of McCole Hardman this offseason, so he might get a pretty good target share. It's just a matter of how quickly he adapts as a rookie,
I think my draft's done. I don't think I have any more picks. Pick them up. Krish Vyas.
Yeah, my bad. You're right. I was thinking you were this team drafting right now.
Nah, who is that? That's Justin.
Yeah, I think so.
Stretching your tight end. I need a new name.
All right. Well, let's see. This can be an interesting pick. What else do we have?
Yeah, there's some. Darnell Mooney. Zay Jones. So some good picks.
Oh, you know what? I just saw who I want.
Is it a Philly player?
Jonathan Mingo from Carolina. I think this guy by the end of the year is going to be Carolina's #1 option.
All right, we got it here on tape. Y'all heard it here first. Sleeper, super sleeper, Jonathan Mingo.
Yeah, Carolina's depth chart has been torn apart, with the trades and stuff. Okay, that's a wrap.
That's the draft.
Interesting. Well, it's going to be a competitive year for sure. I'm very excited to see exactly what to see. Oh, we got some questions. Could you rate my team?
Yeah, sure. Send it over with your email. We'll get it back to you.
You can even put your lineup right now in the chat. We'll go over real quick. Well, we probably won't be on too much longer, given that the draft just wrapped up. But we'll give you a couple minutes. Interesting. I didn't expect Kenneth Gainwell to go. I know a lot of people are high on him this season, but I don't quite understand why. I think with DeAndre Swift there, you're going to lose a lot of his value to the Eagles because most of his damage was done in the passing game. And that's the exact same thing with Swift. Swift had a lot of receiving yards last year for Detroit. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what he gives a team. So he says Cousins, Hall, Khalil Herbert, Chase, Cup, Waddle, Kittle, Godwin, 12-man PPR 85 entry. Well, if you're in a PPR league and you have Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, and Jalen Waddle, you're probably in really good shape, I would say. I would give that a B plus. The thing that scares me for your team is Cousins, but with you having, Kittle as well and Godwin, I mean, that's a pretty solid lineup. Who do you have at running back other than Herbert? Is that Tyreek? Hall. Is that Breece Hall? So if you have Breece Hall and Khalil Herbert, you're in good shape.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty solid team. Kittle doesn't get hurt. Herbert, if he gets good touches, not splitting it like last season. But definitely Ja'Marr Chase, Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, is he still hurt? Is he coming back from injury? Is he already back?
I think he's coming back or he's ready to be back, but he's, still pretty fresh back. And he says, yes, Breece Hall. So,
yeah, and Breece Hall, I mean, he'll be split touches, to start.
Yeah, I think that's just precautionary, though. I think he ends up getting the majority of the touches by the end of the year.
I would have picked up Cook, though. I definitely would have picked up Cook to start the year off with him. And then, slid in Breece Hall. But, I mean, Kirk Cousins is, consistent. He's pretty middle of the pack, but every once in a while he gets a lot of points. And then every once in a while he sucks. I don't know. That's a decent team, I guess. I'd say.
So you said Tuesday and Saturdays, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think
Awesome.
we're going to be, or no, Tuesdays and Sundays.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, with
Sunday.
that being
So,
said, sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say we'll probably slide in before a Sunday night game. That way we can touch on the game. Probably won't matter much for the game. You'll be locked in, but we can talk about it. So either before or after, and then Tuesday nights for sure. We'll be coming with updates. Send us your questions. Send us your lineups. You can send it to Shady Sports Network. You know, Sam, you'll get that to us, and you know we'll definitely talk about it live on air. But look for us. You know, season 2 fantasy sports.
Absolutely. With that being said, like he said, tune in every Tuesday and Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Gits, I hope you subscribe while you're here. Hit that like button for us. We'd love to give you more advice throughout the season. And Said, thanks for hosting, man. I appreciate it. With that, I think we could pretty much call it a night if you're good.
Yeah, man. I think it might be Jits, but I mean, if it's Gits, you know, I could be wrong, but it might be Jits. I don't even
Sorry,
know
I'll
what it is.
take your word for it. That's probably right.
It's cool though. Yeah, thank y'all for watching, man. Hit the like button, like he said, and you know, look for us, follow us. Let's go.
I'm a game changer.